You know, why is it that human beings try to create sense and order? Eh? Like you organising your records now, you know, you try to create sense and order and have knowledge of that order. And then for some reason you'll feel happier having gone through that and created that order. You know? As opposed to chaos and nothing matching. Shit, I'm gonna say something that a lot of people probably not ready to hear yet, but here's the thing. We've reached the point now where instead of people just going on about, you know, the government's this, the government's that, now they have to start to become the government. So if they continue to say the government's this, the government's that, they're actually saying themselves this, themselves that. Yeah, because the solutions can be got to, but you don't think everybody who's a politician today is going to be there forever. It's going to be done continuously, even if politics has to continue. So therefore, being realistic about it, it's an ongoing thing, and many people, many hands will be doing this work, and it's an ongoing work for humanity's sake. It's just that some people, they get a bit skittish, don't they? They get a bit frightened and they start doing all these paranoid things and jumping to conclusions instead of just getting on with it and dealing with it. I mean, my sympathy is for the poor, always. You know, I feel the plight, and I want things to be different. And therefore, in wanting things to be different, I have realised over time that it's going to take actions, not words. Yeah? You know what the problem is. The solution thing is to identify the problem, create a solution, and then to implement the solution. We're just stuck at problem stage, many of us, saying, oh look, we're doing this, we're doing that. We need to have these bright sparks, these renaissance ideas that just transform the way things happen. We can raise money these days, we can do things cooperatively and together. We can do that, by working with others and people who think like us and saying, yeah, I want to make a difference. You know, create a little bit of heaven just in this little bit of earth. I can't go all around the world, but I can do it right here. Yeah? Heaven is nigh, meaning heaven is here now. So we've got to create it and be co-creators with Christ. That's what it means. Create your heaven here and now. That's the message.
Well, the Temptations said that.
And when you get it, and when you see it, you realise how many people got it and saw it with you. That the world is rife with it. The symbols and the paintings and the clues that are there all over, telling you over and over and over the same thing, the same message. But I think people like ideas of aliens and things like that because that is more exciting to them than responsibility. Responsibility just sounds like a drag, doesn't it? But actually, it can be fun. You know, when you're in the, to use the word driver, when you're in the driving seat, I suppose that can be fun. If you're controlling everything, you know, that's an experience that can be fun. You know, it can be uplifting. Obviously, if you're used to traffic jams, then I don't think you'll see much fun in that, but, you know.
You're talking to a fucking driver, really, you know what I mean? I'm fucking drive, that's what I do.
Yeah, sometimes it's ace, isn't it? You just get, you know.
Well,
travel, then. To travel is great, man.
It's not when it hurts. It's not when it hurts, but like, it's taken me all this time to find the right fucking seating position in the bus.
Yeah.
But now I think I found one that's pretty good with the seat tilted forward. So it changes the game a bit.
That's good. Gotta be comfortable.
Yeah.
Gotta be comfortable, man.
Well, the times when I've done trips and just thought, for fuck's sake.
See, I don't just want to imagine the world where, you know, those that like you know, driving a car or traveling in a car, whatever you want to call it, that experience becomes something like for the elites. Because think about it, the world that we're in today, we need to do certain things to survive. Otherwise, it's going to diminish our ability to travel. And if that's the case, then it's almost essential that people get with sustainable, local, community-based things, because the era of, you know, petrol-propelled vehicles is at an end, so to speak. Get used to it, and there'll be, you know, it might be a long time before we can find a suitable energy supply that does everything that we need it to do. That's the real threat. These are the real things that people are scared of. They hear about that and they go, oh, well, we need to do something about that. And, you know, it might be 25 years off, but, you know, in terms of getting the world to do that, 25 years is no time at all. Sometimes I think we get half of the information and we get scared when we hear things that are vastly different to what we are currently experiencing. We've no idea. We can only use our wisdom collectively and try and suss this out. Some say it's going to be a bad thing. Some say it's going to be a good thing. Me, I'm not decided on anything.
Yours, isn't it?
I'm just trying to be open-minded about as many things as I need to be open-minded about, which is probably everything. We've got some great music now. Yeah, this is solution music, you know. This is remedy. This is soul remedy.
It works.
Yeah.
It works.
Soul remedy. It heals.
Yeah, I can see it working when I see a group of people come in and sit at a table and spend the whole afternoon there and start to unwind and start to enjoy themselves and start to remember what it's like to enjoy yourself
and talk to each other.
Yeah, and then I put on something like Phyllis Dillon, Nice Time, like long time since we had a nice time. It connects because everyone's like, fuck yeah, that's right, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a spiritual power, man. Music's a spiritual power. And not to patronise us. That's about fourth time we used the word today. But we're like shamans or witch doctors, as you said, which is not really a witch doctor. It's a herbal doctor. It's a doctor who knows the natural remedies. Yeah, these witch doctors and voodoo and all of that.
It's knowing which thing.
That's patronising.
It's just knowing which thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
And in the case of a DJ, it's knowing which record to play.
You're healing the soul, man. The soul needs all kinds of healing from time to time. And you can get that through music. It's a great remedy.
Well, it's been like water in the fucking desert to me.
Or a cup of tea.
I'm not fucking got done by a car and a broom.
Like I say, it's that time between brews that also matters, because it makes you appreciate when you've got a cup of tea, doesn't it? Drinking brews all the time till you suffocate or you drown. Eh?
Brew psychology.
Yeah. So now we're Bruce Almighty of the cups of tea, as it were, of, you know, using these.
Bruce tea.
Well, yeah, you know, I love the analogy where God, who's played by Morgan Freeman, comes and he says, "Well, I'm just cleaning, mopping the floor. This is how I translate cleaning the sins of the world. By cleaning this room, all your sins are forgiven. In other words, anything can be cleaned, and I'm just applying the expression of cleansing of sins through cleaning the room. And you can help me. You can help me clean this world." That's all he's saying. You want to be God? It starts with mopping the floor. Yeah. Starts with getting down, dirty, and cleaning up things. You want to be the devil, play around and make a mess and destroy everything, and then, you know, try and blame somebody else for it. The devil is always lacking the responsibility, isn't he? The one that means, you know, when we succumb to evil, you know, as opposed to the mythical devil. Oh. Well, you know. Whereas people say firebud the devil, as rastas do and people like that, you know, it's like they're fireburning that part of themselves that leads to temptation and 7 deadly sins and bad character traits. And I don't know if they all understand what it really means in terms of what they have to do in terms of resisting temptation and applying greater wisdom to a situation. Just gone past 11:11.
It's all about knowing the consequences.
It is, and the Bible is pretty much a book of consequences. It's a book of everything. There's so much knowledge in there, and I don't want to say it's exclusively the only way you can get there. You know, there's lots of other faiths, and if you get a good teacher, I suppose you might come to understand some of them. But the real teaching begins when you yourself are looking for the answers, and it's just you and God, so to speak. You'd be amazed at what you can come up with yourself.
But I've done some pretty bad things.
We all have. Do you think when I was reading it, I hadn't done some bad things?
No, not being bad, I just mean crazy.
Yeah, but whatever, you know. I am not here to judge. Just because people always talk about the Bible now, I don't like that because that's judgmental. My lifestyle is nothing about that, and therefore if I listen to that, I'm going to feel bad. Fuck all that, it's not about that, necessarily. But maybe I'm blessed that I don't have things like that to feel bad about because I'm genuinely trying to do the right thing. Over the years, I've tried to help people. That's all I've tried to do. A lot of people haven't helped me, but that doesn't stop me helping people. It's like giving, you know? We might not have money to give, but we can give in other ways. We can give our time, you know? Give our appreciation. We can help people to do things. And this is what Manchester people need to realise, you know, because they can be a great people. Being in the man's chest, the heart, when you're functioning off the heart, it's a different kind of currency that's required. You know, love. Love is the key to the heart. And Manchester people need to start loving their life again. Yeah, take control, love your life, love what you're doing, and love your enemy. And help them to, you know, get past being an enemy and make friends. Make peace, not war. And therefore you've got a great opportunity to try that with those that you've personified as the enemy. Because if you can't make peace with them, how do you expect them to ever make peace with others when you yourself haven't undergone the process? See how it works? That's exactly how it works. We have to do it first, then it manifests into the world as a greater thing. And it's going to happen exactly like that. Yeah, you've got your fighters, but they're not going to succeed. Because love is greater than hate. Love has powers beyond hate. So much power. That's why Yoda's so confident. He knows he's got the power.